Hi, my name is Josh with ASA Electronics. Today I'm going to talk to you about how InCommand controls your awnings. In our InCommand display, there is a setting to temporarily remove the floor plan from the display, so we should check that first. To find out if you have a floor plan installed is to go into Slides and see if the slide names are labeled. Here we can see that they are labeled slide 1, 2, 3. It should say something like kitchen slide or living room slide. You can do the same thing by going into your light groups, and it's the same thing here, light group 1, 2, 3. It should say something like kitchen lights. So from here we know that there's no floor plan installed. So we can go to settings, and we'll scroll down to software and floor plan. And right here it says default floor plan. Default floor plan is the floor plan that the display ships with. You should have a floor plan here that resembles the name of your RV. So now we can go ahead and reset the floor plan back to OEM, and I'll show you how to do that and what that means. So if you press and hold the back arrow here, it'll get you back to the home screen. So you can tap on settings, you'll tap on floor plan, reset, and OEM. This will reinstall the floor plan that was from the factory. And you tap on confirm, and it's going to reboot. So now that we've reset the floor plan back to OEM, we can tap on lights, and you can see here that they are labeled correctly and tailored to your RV. Same thing with slides and awnings. If the awning's still not working, then we'll need to find the BCM in the storage area and continue troubleshooting the awning pins. You can take the BCM cover that we took off earlier, and that's going to give you a pin layout of where these awning pins are located. So using our BCM cover, we can find out where the awning input power is. That's right here. If the input pin does not have power, the awnings are not going to work. Our BCM requires a 12-volt input source for the awnings to function. On our board, it's pin 88. So we will need 12 volt, 15 amp here. But now we're gonna take our voltmeter and we're gonna put our negative on pin 86. We're gonna take our positive and put it on pin 88. We should show 12 volts here. And if you do not, that means the awnings are not going to work, and that would mean that there is an input issue with your wiring. And we'd have to have an input to output back to the awnings. The BCM has manual override functions here. This is the awning knob and this is the slide knob. So we can take the awning and put it on number 1 and use the rocker switch to send it in or out. This allows us to test the function of the awning or the slides from the BCM. On this RV, we only have one awning. And if you take a look at the BCM cover that we referenced earlier, you'll notice that awning number 1 is on pin 70 and 71. Now these pins are reverse polarity, so you're just going to take your voltmeter and put it on 70 and 71. And then you're going to use the manual override set to awning number 1, and you're going to rock the switch both directions, and your voltmeter should show 12 volts in both directions. You will see negative 12 volts and positive 12 volts. If you do not have voltage outputting here, then what we can do to test the BCM's function is to remove the wires from these 2 pins. And then with the wires removed, we'll test the BCM again, the same way we're testing now, and we'll use the override still. And if now we begin to show voltage, that means the BCM is functioning as it should. And that means the BCM is good. If you still do not have voltage coming out, this could indicate that we do have a relay problem. Now this board does have removable relays, so you could flip-flop some relays and then see if that corrects the issue. And if that still does not correct it, then I would say you have a bad BCM. In today's video, we were talking about the NCSP3CM. Here is an NCSP35CM that you may have installed in your RV. The biggest difference with this board is it does not have dedicated awning pins in the same fashion that this has. So most likely your awnings are wired to the electric motor pins here. So troubleshooting is a little bit different. If the BCM is outputting power, that means the BCM is functioning as it should, and the problem lies in your wiring or your motor. If the BCM is not outputting power, we would want to replace this.